everyone, Randy here, and what do we have today? Well, more power options. So let's crack these open here. And slightly heavy power options, I might add. If you can't tell from the boxes there that are nearly falling apart. Okay, we got it. Let's see, where's the top here? I guess that's the top. And box number 2. Okay, so there we go. We got 2 Tripp Lite battery backup power supplies here. These are the larger 1500 VA UPS systems. And basically I found out here a couple weeks ago when we had some power blinking issues. It was during that big windstorm, by the way. The power blinked several times. I've got a backup power supply on my computer, and I got a backup power supply on the computer I use as a server. And the backup power supply on the server, not so good. It failed. The one on my computer is still working yet, but the batteries on that one are getting quite old. So I figured it's time. I'm just going to replace both of them here. Okay, better throw the bag away before we suffocate on it. So there we go. Tripp Lite's backup power supply here. And like I said, I'm going to be replacing both my power supplies with this. And one thing I wanted to talk about in this video, not necessarily maybe the unboxing of these, but when it comes to backup power supplies, they only last so long, like maybe 3-4 years at the most in my experience. And then you have to either A, replace the whole unit, or B, which I would call a much better option, that is replace the batteries in these units. They're not too hard to replace typically, and I've done it a couple of times in both of the power supplies I have currently. Both backup power supplies are getting quite old though. In fact, the connections on them are still like serial connections. So this one actually has a USB connection on it. Let's see, yeah, so USB connection to the computer with this. Plus we got, what do we got, 5? Looks like 5 battery protected and then 5 surge protected outlets. So a little bit more than my current UPS has. That'll be nice. Main reason I'm replacing these, I figured it's time to get some newer ones. And yeah, hopefully the newer ones here. Those typically it seems like when you get newer ones, they last like a few years longer. And then when you start replacing the batteries, it's like every 2 to 3 years. And you got to put new batteries in them. They're not too expensive battery wise, depending on what you get. I think last time around, the backup power supply on my server actually has 4 batteries in it. There's actually 4 of them, so I think it's like 15 bucks a piece for the battery. So it's not too bad, but it still adds up. So anyway, hopefully these will work good. Okay, there we go, folks. We're going to start replacing this here. This is the old one here, this white box. And then I got a temporary one here set up, just a small one. I borrowed from something else for the moment. This is my router, switch, and then the computer I use for a server here. For server-wise, it's pretty much just a bunch of hard drives in there. So let's set this off to the side here. Actually, find where this plugs in here a moment. Yep, that must be it. It's beeping at us. I'm kind of surprised it's actually beeping. push that out of the way. And like I said, that monster there has 4 batteries in it, so every time you got to replace the batteries, that one gets expensive. And yes, some cable organization should probably be done here. Okay, this one looks a little bit smaller. So I don't know exactly what goes to what here. That was the switch. Nothing turned off there. I got the server off at the moment, so. And phone. And let's see what's there. There should be one for the router yet. Where's the router? The router's not plugged into the box. Okay, well that's no good. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, now I just need to wait for everything to reboot here. Turn it on. Okay folks, there we go. That does it for the replacement here. I've already replaced the one on my computer here already. Make sure you shut that one off. Is it off? Yeah, I think it's off. So yeah, we'll just have to wait for everything to reboot here. And for those who are wondering, yes, it looks like a lot of wires, but when you add up, I tend to wire everything as opposed to wireless. So TV, Blu-ray player, Xbox, yeah, it adds up really quick. Plus a couple extra ones to rooms, various rooms. And then the main one here coming in is the internet, the red one. Phone is connected somewhere in here as well as some other stuff. So anyway, if folks have any comments or questions about these backup power supplies or anything to do with this, also if you'd like to see a battery replacement in a battery power supply or backup power supply, let me know as well. We can do a video on that. It's fairly straightforward. So anyway, with that, if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.